the number one complaint from most of our viewers is that our episodes and stuff is too long.
Where are you collecting this data? Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. I'm Shane, I'm here with John, Chris Phelps, Brandon, and Charlie Beansacks.
Hello.
It is Wednesday, and that means it's time for Wins and Wiffs of the Week. Thanks for joining us for this episode. You can find everything you need to know about the show at 5idiotstalkingtoys.com. It's down in the description, all of our socials. Follow us on Facebook. We put a lot of our content there. And you can also join our sales page, rogue5toys.com. It's also on Facebook. And finally, we have a Patreon. If you like the content that we're putting out, you can support the show at patreon.com/5idiotstalkingtoys. Let's jump in now with our first win of the week. All right, my win is going to be first, and it is Brandon's favorite, but mostly Charles's favorite.
Batman.
Try again.
USB.
Try again.
Another ceramic item.
Deodorant?
Armpit.
Deodorant?
Armpit.
Deodorant.
Decoration.
Oh my god. It's a 4-pack!
It's a mother-father 4-pack.
Wow.
Check this out, Wild
I've seen
Minsters.
those in
I don't know if they had Bradley's in the South, but you guys have Bradley's?
No.
I don't know.
Bradley's. It was a store that my family shopped at. It was like Kmart. It was shopped at like all the time. So it's a 4-pack, and it was a lot that I purchased. Boom.
Oh my gosh, another
That's
4-pack.
That's the one.
But
that
you already have this?
No, I never had either of the 4-packs. I think there's only 2, but I never had either one.
Oh. Would you have the 8-pack or something? Or you had the individuals?
Did you have the family size?
The individuals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the cellophane on this one's a little jacked, but it's still there. And that's my win of the week, is adding to my toiletry Star Wars vintage toiletry collection.
And folks, if you're signed up for Patreon, there is going to be a video of Shane using each bar of soap, cleaning his armpits, his feet, and his arms.
Remember
Don't
when
forget
Shane
between the
was trying to?
cheeks.
Remember when Shane was trying to sell that bar of soap on the page, and it was the Chewbacca one, and it was melted, and it looked like a giant turd.
No, that was a
Oh,
birthday
turd.
candle. It was a birthday candle.
The birthday candle.
No,
He
I
was
think
really trying.
no, I gave that away. I sold the other one, the melted one. I gave away. I think, and the funny thing was I bought it and it wasn't melted. It got melted in the mail. Like it must have been left somewhere hot. So that was a whiff. All right, John, you're up with your win of the week. Oh,
Karate Kid. Something Karate Kid.
Mr. Miyagi.
No.
Oh.
No. All right. So somebody brought in a bunch of just random stuff. And there were a bunch of wrestlers in there. And I'm not a
There were
wrestling-
wrestlers in your store, you're saying?
No, in the lot. No, the wrestlers did not bring the stuff in.
Okay.
But there's a bunch of like action figure wrestlers in there. And surprisingly enough, one of the original line, what was it? Can't remember. Titan Sports, before they were like, they went to, no, this is LJN. Yeah, this is LJN. One of the first.
Oh,
line of
LJN.
wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long John Niles.
One of the first lines of the wrestlers, LJN, was in amongst this, and Captain Lou Albano.
Oh, I remember him.
Oh, yeah.
Captain Lou Albano was in there, and he's in really good shape.
What's on his face? What's that blue?
Rubber bands.
The blue?
Yep.
Is that blue paint?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
that's from the
No,
factory.
the
like
blue paint.
Who's the
Yeah, it's a rubber band.
Who's the Star Wars collector that looks like him? I can't put my
What
finger
the
on it.
heck?
See,
What do you mean a rubber band?
it's a rubber band. He had rubber bands all over his face.
Really?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
I remember on his beard, of course.
Yeah,
but
I remember
on
on
his
his
face.
beard.
Yeah, but do you see the mold?
Who puts a rubber band on their cheek?
See,
Though?
it's molded on there.
Yeah, but what is it hanging on, like in real life?
I'm gonna go with that's a
probably-
stain, John. That's gonna be a stain.
Probably hanging on a mole.
Good God.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with a stain.
No, but anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. Nothing fancy, nothing major. But when I picked it out, I was like, "Whoa, it's Lou Albano!"
Yeah.
So
are you keeping
and I
them or
didn't
selling
recognize
them?
the other wrestlers. Do what?
Keeping them or selling them?
I'm gonna keep him for a little bit. I may sell him, who knows? He's been hanging out.
Wait. I'm fact checking John right now.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, here we go.
I'm kind of blown away with this whole rubber band on a mole thing. I mean, hold on. Let's get
There it
Charles in
is.
there.
There it
What
is.
the heck?
Guy never lies.
Look, and this one's in way better shape.
John knows.
Can somebody
about
look up the real person and see if he had a rubber band on a mole?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna look him up right now.
Yeah.
Look him up in the Girls Just Want to Have Fun video.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
I think we'll play the Jeopardy theme song right through here.
Yeah. Take your time, please.
All right.
We're not rushing, guys. Take your time. Don't worry.
Wait,
Chris
here
has
we
got
go.
17 hours to go. He's fine.
It's not blue,
Oh,
but he does have a
there it is.
rubber band on his cheek.
Yep,
What is
there it is.
that?
So weird.
I don't get it.
And
I
there's
don't
Cindy
get it,
Lauper.
but
Yep.
he's got a rubber band on his cheek.
I don't want that
Very,
toy
very
just because of
weird.
that. I'm thrown
Oh
off
wait,
now.
here's a better shot. Here's a better shot.
Yep.
I do not recall that at all.
I think he has a piercing,
Maybe that's
And-
what it is.
and they're like hooked into a piercing. That's what it looks like.
I mean, that would make some more sense from the the standpoint of how it's hanging on his face. But
Amazing.
I mean, I've seen Captain Lou Albano. I mean, 100 times on TV. I don't recall that at all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fair enough.
Captain Lowe.
Oh, look who's on the screen.
Charles has the white gloves. It's time for the white glove show.
For a Lego.
Oh
No.
God. Oh.
88. It's actually the highest grade I ever got. It is a 90. No
wow.
COO.
Wow.
Are they all no COO?
I've seen quite a few with no CO.
Oh, I don't know. I'll
No
have to go look.
COO.
They're
It's actually the
all
whitest.
Yeah, I think they're all
of them
no
are no COO.
Oh, okay. There you go.
No,
Well,
no.
so it's a
Oh, there-
variant. No COO. It was the whitest one I've ever seen. Sent it in. CAS on the mark. 90.
Wow.
What is that maneuver you just did?
He put
It's
his
on the mark.
spit. He put his spit on the acrylic.
Who wears white gloves, then licks them, and then touches the acrylic? It's
He
It's
eats
like-
tacos with that
He's
too.
wiping his face, wiping his armpits. Yeah. Breathing is
he needs some of that soap.
short breath
that,
in
you
it.
know. it was like that episode where Chris put on the white gloves and then he proceeded to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before
Yeah.
it was his turn, and then he picks up the acrylic afterward. It's
So-
crazy.
This was the honeymoon, the smooching with CAS. My whiff at the end is going to be taking a giant dump on them.
Oh, all right. Well,
A Brandon-sized dump.
Oof.
Oh,
that
would not be good because I could fill up gallon jugs with my
You're
poop today.
you're still crapping since last week's
still a-
episode.
Still a crisis in the danger room.
Loose balls?
Yeah, it was. It's been kind of nasty. Anyway,
Are they loose?
oh, loose is a very firm term, my friend. This item has a little story. This was a local collection find that I picked up recently, and What's funny is that it was from the guy that bought all this stuff as a kid. He was the original owner. He was selling his childhood, toys and stuff. And we were talking about the offer, the card back offers and stuff like that, and cutting the pops out to send them in because he had done that for a bunch. And he comes out of his garage and he goes, "Hey, do you remember those figure offers where you have to send in the proof of purchase and then you get a figure or whatever?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, I've got this box here," and he pulls it out and he's like, and I always wanted that Boba Fett character, and so I sent in a bunch of pops to get it, and he's like showing me the box as he's like, "So I sent in for the Boba Fett," and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
like, "Are you gonna pull out the Boba Fett or what?" And he's like, "No, I didn't get a Boba Fett, but I was like, "Oh," but I was like, "Oh, okay, well, whatever. It's the accessory pack." But so I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I was like, "Oh, it's just the accessory pack." I was like, "Really, dude?" But what's funny is that this guy, well, he lives here in San Diego now, but he grew up, I'm assuming October 22nd, 1981 is what's labeled on the box with his address on there. Hamilton Square, New Jersey. Is that near you, Shane?
No, I don't recognize that. So it's likely South Jersey, which is like a foreign country to us.
Still got the label on there. The shipped from, St. Paul, Minnesota.
Yeah,
Hamilton Square, New Jersey is where it was sent to. So
you just did the most worst job blocking that address. I saw.
Well, that's why we have John.
Of it.
That's why we have John. John could just whatever. See? Can you see that now? Is that better?
That's better.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
that's
Michael Hamilton. I already saw it though.
That's outside of Trenton, New Jersey.
His name is not Michael Hamilton.
I just guessed. I was too busy making fun of you. I didn't actually look.
But, sealed pack, and it came with, I don't even know how they put all this crap in there, but it came with the
catalog,
yeah. And then came with 2 of these survival kit pamphlets.
Nice.
So,
cool. You don't see those often.
So it wasn't a Boba Fett mailer. I wish it was, but or a Bosk.
Well, did you tell him, like, how did you want the Boba Fett, but you ended up with a bag of crap?
I don't know. Like, I guess, Kenner was sending out what they had at the time. And I know a lot of people were sending in for stuff and didn't get, I mean, you see all the stories about, sending in for the Emperor, and then they sent you an Emperor mock that was like folded in a bag or whatever, and all the random stuff that Kenner would send you, or the "I'm sorry" letters. We'll do you one better or whatever. But
yeah,
I wonder how many people actually got the Boba Fett in the mail.
I mean, look at all the mail. The mailers are common. I mean, you see tons of these things every day.
I mean, I wonder how many kids actually got Boba Fett, and most of them probably got something like that.
I don't know. There was one on a Deal No Deal that went up, and I really wanted to pull the trigger on it because it was from an address that was like a few blocks away from me now. But so that was kind of pretty cool. But I always like, finding, this is the second mailer that I found for somebody that's like local. So that's still.
I'm going to ask you something. I'm going to ask you something that probably everybody wants to ask you, but they're not thinking of it. So this guy saves up all of his pops. He sends it in. This is about 40 years ago. He gets in this mailer box. All of a sudden, October 2023, you have it. Why do you have it and he doesn't have the thing that he saved up forever for? How did you get it?
Well, obviously, I stole it out of his mailbox back in 1981.
Was he selling his Star Wars collection?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I said in the beginning. I picked up this collection, a local collection.
Oh, I missed
here
that
in San Diego,
Gotcha.
And this was part of it. He had some stuff for sale, and then he kept pulling more and more out of his garage. And I was like, "Hey, you got any 1979 Alien 18-inch figures in there?" No.
I mean, that's the first thing I thought of when you turn the box and I saw the address label. The first thing that popped in my head is this guy spent time as a kid collecting all this. He really wanted to mail away. He mailed away, and then he gets a box, and he's got it still 40 years later with his address on it. And maybe it's his old address, maybe it's his childhood home address.
Yeah,
but that's like that's tied to him. Like that's a memento.
Well, the funny part is
that's me as a Star Wars collector saying that, though, right? Like he doesn't give two craps.
The funny part is that he had his original not mailbox, lunchbox for sale, the Star Wars one, and it had the thermos in it and everything, and it had his name on a label from a label maker. One of the old school label makers would make like the
little braille letters,
the braille type letters,
on
there. And he's like, "Yeah, I still got this too." He's like, "You want this?" And I was like, "You don't want to keep your lunchbox from when you were a kid, like especially like a Star Wars one or whatever?" And he's like, "Dude," he's like, "it comes to a point where you just got too much stuff, and this stuff just you don't care anymore. You just want to get rid of it." So he's like, "I'm just, It's not like one of us that buys a collection and you're just selling stuff off, like, but like some of this like original stuff. Like I wish I still had some of my original lunch boxes. I'd keep that. I wouldn't sell it, but I guess some of the older people are like, "What am I saving this crap for?" Like,
well,
let somebody else.
Is it stage 7?
Stage 7, sell it all. I mean, he kept it all these years, so obviously he had interest in keeping it for this long, but kind of want to say kudos to him because I have a really hard time getting rid of stuff. Like if somebody gives me something as a gift, it may be something that I never even have taken the label off. Like I've never used it because I didn't have any use for it, but just the fact that somebody was thoughtful and got me a gift, I have a trouble getting rid of it, even if it's not like a memorable thing. It's just a tchotchke or it's just a utility, something for the house. If I haven't used it, I just know that somebody bought it for me. But kudos to him if he can, move on and clear some space in his house.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we were just talking about that with him, and especially when I was like, "Hey, dude, the mailbox has not the mailbox. You keep saying mailbox. I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying that, but lunchbox has his name. I was like, you don't want to keep your lunchbox?
Yeah,
it's like something you went to school with every day, and it's cool. It's a cool lunchbox, Star Wars lunchbox, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I would think so.
But all the rest of the stuff, he's like, yeah, just get rid of it.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Chris, let's put you on the screen. Do you have a win this week? I can't believe you've been in that car for 1 week.
I've been in the
Where
car
are you driving from?
I've been in the car since last Sunday.
Yeah.
I still have 3 more days left to go.
Are you still in Indiana?
I'm actually on my way to California to see Brandon now.
There you go.
Okay.
Brandon, we're not trying to be that silly. We've revealed before that we record these Wednesday episodes on Sunday night. So we're,
all right.
He's been in the car since last Sunday, 7 days.
Brandon and I are going to Bali, so I have to go pick him up.
He's flying out of San Diego.
I hope you have a bucket in your trunk because he's going to need to sit on it. All right. Well, very good. Chris is going to share some of his new collectibles with us if he ever makes it home. And Charles, a little birdie chirped in my ear that you have a whiff of the week. All right, what do you got for us?
My whiff of the week.
Gloves?
This actually never happens.
What?
What the?
What is going on?
The weapons holder came off.
Oh no!
So this and all the other figures were packed upside down in a box. How many times did we tell Ross he's got to tell the guy to not pack the stuff upside down?
I think Ross should be packing it all himself, honestly.
So I've actually never seen this, that the weapons thing broke. But this was a 85 Imperial Commander thin face.
Oh, the thin face variant.
So
the
thin.
Ridiculously
Look how thin
thin.
its face is.
If it was a
So
thick face,
thin.
the thick face would have actually filled it out enough that it wouldn't have popped off the weapon.
Right.
But
Oh, wow.
he's good in there, but the weapon's not. So I got to send this back. There's only one of these got damaged. So
You know what makes me cringe about that is you know that it's already traveled part of the way to your house with that broken. Maybe only the last couple of miles. You don't know.
like that.
Now you've got to ship that to Florida all the way broken, slapping around against that figure inside.
Slapping around.
Like there's
You know what
no
I
way you can.
guarantee? It's going to be an 85 when it comes back to me.
There's no way you can do anything different. You can't cushion it at all. It's sealed. So
I can smash it open and
break it
remove
open.
the weapon and stuff, but
yeah, maybe. Okay. Well, can you take a video of that if you do it? Because I would like to see what that looks like.
it looks absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
I'm horrible at doing it.
Just look at Shane. He's really good at breaking things.
Yes, correct. Just put it in my hands. It'll be all over the place in
You can use a
pieces.
Dremel and just cut the acrylic
Yeah.
and not smash it.
Yeah,
Charles doesn't know what a Dremel is.
I have a Dremel.
Oh, all right. Usually he doesn't know what things are.
It's
so I was
still
going that way.
you use a Dremel. It heats all the glue up and all the acrylic, and you have to make sure it doesn't fall on the figure. So it's not that good.
Okay. All right. Well, folks, I think that's going to do it for this episode.
Or a hammer. Use a hammer.
I think Chris has a whiff.
Does Chris have a whiff?
Oh, Chris, do you have a whiff?
Shane said only one whiff per episode. So-
Shane said.
Shane said, so I'm just going.
He's not even. He's done. He's not even allowed on the episode. No, I'm kidding. Well, there's so many episodes that we don't have a whiff, and I want to give you your own platform so you can take the stage and tell us about your whiff on the next episode.
John, please make a banner and just have it say Shane said.
Shane said, yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Shane said. So next
All right,
week,
folks.
guys. Sorry.
Next week, you're going to tune in for Chris's whiff of the week. Thanks very much for joining us for this episode. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and comment on the video. Let us know what your favorite win was and what you thought about Charles's whiff this week. And we will visit you next Wednesday, for another Wins and Wiffs. Please check us out at 5idiotstalkingtoys.com and support the show if you like the content at patreon.com/5idiotstalkingtoys. We have some custom videos just for our supporters there. We'll see you next time on 5 Idiots. Bye-bye.